Today's story I'm reading from the Jesus Storybook Bible. It's from the Old Testament, the old part of the Bible, many, many years ago. It was a time when everyone everywhere had forgotten about God and were only doing bad things all the time. God's heart was filled with pain when he saw what had happened to the world he loved. Everywhere was disease, death and destruction, all the things that God hates most. Here's Noah. Now Noah was God's friend, which was odd in those days because no one else was. Noah listened to God. He talked to God. He just loved being with God, like you do with your best friend. Noah, God said, things have gone wrong. People have filled my world with hate instead of love. They are destroying themselves and each other and my world. I must stop them. First, we'll build an ark. Do you know how to build an ark? Neither did Noah. Luckily, God knew and he would show him. A storm is coming, God told Noah, but I will rescue you, I promise. I'll send all the animals to you, the ones that creep and crawl and slither and slime and gallop and hop and bound and climb. And don't forget to pack everyone's food. The storm was going to wash away all the hate and sadness and everything that had gone wrong and make the world clean again. God had thought up a way to keep Noah safe, but Noah would have to trust God and do exactly what God told him. So Noah built an ark, which is a really big boat, like this. Noah's neighbours came out to watch and point and laugh. Look at Noah! Why is he building a boat? Well, how silly! It's not even raining. They didn't believe Noah about the boat or the storm or needing to be rescued. And Noah must have looked rather silly. His boat was in the middle of the desert, a desert nowhere near the sea, and there wasn't even a cloud in the sky. Why would anyone need an umbrella, let alone a boat? But Noah didn't mind so much what other people thought. He just minded what God thought, so he just did what God told him to do. When the ark was ready, God said, "All aboard!" And Noah's family and all the animals from the whole wide world climbed inside. Then God shut the door. Bang! And it started raining for minutes that joined up into hours, that joined up into days, that joined up into weeks and weeks. And the rain joined up into puddles, that joined up into rivers, that joined up into lakes, that joined up into a flood that covered the whole world. Their boat that had once seemed so big suddenly seemed so small. But in the middle of the huge storm, in the crashing waves and all the thunder and the lightning through it all, God was with them. And God kept them safe for 40 long days and 40 long nights. And finally the rain stopped. The sun came out and Noah threw open all the windows. Hooray! Everyone shouted. Noah sent his dove, which is a bird, out to explore. And it wasn't long before she brought back a fresh olive leaf, and everyone knew what that meant. She had found a tree and land. The water was finally going down. At last the boat landed quite suddenly on the top of a great mountain. As soon as it was safe, God said, "Out you come!" And so they did, everyone skipping and dancing into dry land. The first thing Noah did was to thank God for rescuing them, just as he had promised. And the first thing God did was to make another promise. I won't ever destroy the world again. And he put a beautiful rainbow in the sky as a sign. It was a new beginning in God's world. And it wasn't long before everything went wrong again, but God wasn't surprised. He knew this would happen. That's why before the beginning of time, he had another plan, a better plan. A plan not to destroy the world, but to rescue it. A plan to one day send his own son, the rescuer.